Hi class and welcome to week 8 of HSA 6103. So in this video, I'll briefly be going over the information found in this module. All right, so let's get started here. First, as you can see, you have the learning objectives listed for the week and then the assignments that are due. So there are 2 assignments that are due this week. One is your video presentation that is based on your health research paper that you submitted. And this is your chance to really share what you've learned researching your topic with the rest of the class. Now, what you'll be doing is putting together a PowerPoint presentation. And I want you to remember that the PowerPoint presentation should be maybe between 8 to 13, 14 slides. The slides should not be overcrowded with text. The idea for the slides is to kind of, they should be bulleted, very brief, and it should not be paragraphs. You know what I mean? It's really a guidepost kind of to give you, give the viewer an idea of the topic you are addressing. And then you go into detail in your presentation. I do want to point out, I do have, I've had many students where they'll read from the slides. And the idea is to keep your audience engaged, and you do not keep them engaged by reading the slides. I strongly suggest for you to take the time to practice. I know it being a video presentation may be a little different for you. I've had students before tell me that they're very nervous, they don't feel comfortable. But the idea is the video presentation emulates the classroom presentation that you would have done in class. So make sure that you keep in mind that you want to keep your audience engaged. Definitely on your slides, you want to keep any text very brief. I strongly suggest for you to include images to really bring what you are presenting and talking about to life. Your video presentation should be between 8 to 15 minutes, not more than 15 minutes. Now, I do have an instruction content page on the video recording tools that I suggest for you to use. So the 2 tools that I encourage everybody to use is the Novio tool, and it's very easy. You just upload your PowerPoint presentation to the site after you've created an account, and then every slide you will be recorded where you do need to be visible in your video. I just want to make sure that's clear. So you will be presenting on the slide that's there. And when we view the video, you will be visible in a kind of like a box, and then the viewer will also see the PowerPoint slide. I'm going to jump to that content page that I just mentioned to you. And here it is. Both video recording tools are free. So Novio, I briefly touched on that, and there is an instructional video on this page for you to watch. It's very easy to use and easy to use, user-friendly. Now the Screencast-O-Matic is actually what I'm using right now. And what it does is it kind of records the screen of your computer. So you would have your slide up, you'll be pressing your space bar, and it'll be recorded. And you do need to use both. It'll be recording your computer screen, and the webcam needs to be used as well, because you do need to be visible. You'll be dressed in professional attire, just like you would have if you were to present in class. Okay, I'll scroll through this content page quickly, but here are just some tips and some information on the video recording tools. And you also have a discussion board assignment that's due. Oh, before I continue to the next assignment, really quick. So the way we're going to be sharing the video presentations is through the discussion board forum that's dedicated for this assignment. So what you'll do is you'll post your video presentation link along with a 2-sentence intro on what your video is about. Okay, so make sure you need to have it posted by Sunday. Now, for the second assignment, you have a LearnScapes discussion board assignment. You will be viewing scenario 3 on customer satisfaction. Once you've viewed it, you will put together your recommendation. Again, I always strongly suggest for you to take the time to do some of your own research to support the ideas that you're recommending. And that recommendation needs to be posted on the discussion board dedicated for the LearnScapes customer satisfaction assignment by Sunday. And as always, you're responsible for responding to 2 of your fellow classmates. All right, so the assigned reading for this week is Chapter 12, Cost, Access, and Quality. And then below the readings listed, you will find the video lecture that goes along with that assigned reading. Last but not least is the weekly checklist. Now, I'm going to jump to the next content page where you'll find the PowerPoint presentation file as well as a Microsoft Word terms file for the assigned reading. And then here is the sum information from the chapter section. And here it just kind of goes over some of the information that's in the chapter. I don't want to go into too much detail here because you do have the video lecture that you can view. All right, so I'm just going to quickly scroll through and then I'm going to jump to the videos for this week. Now for chapter 12, the first video is why is the US healthcare system so expensive? And the video below that is a short video on why are American healthcare costs so high? And then last is the healthcare system of the US. All right, and then if you click on the next link, you will be taken to the discussion board forum for the video presentations. I look forward to getting to watch your video presentations. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Good luck, everyone, and take care.